I think the solution is, after hearing all of this, the solution is, and this is, it's going to force women to want to evaluate, okay, what is equality? Okay, we've established that. Two, we're going to be treated, the same rules are going to apply to us. We're not talking about, anatomically, we're not talking about strength. We're talking about, if this is good for a male, then this is good for a woman. If I can work, you can work. If I get paid this, you can get paid this. If I hit you and you hit me back, I go to jail, you go to jail. So basically, it's going to force women to really sit with accountability and equality, and it's going to force us to evaluate those on a deeper level. What does it actually mean? And not just in context of what we see, but like individually, on an individual basis. And the thing for me personally is, it's going to make me look at, what do I really, is this what I really want? And it's going to make me analyze what I'm asking for. So that's when I think about equality and accountability. That's what I think. And when y'all speak about the subject of domestic violence, a lot of women are going to jail now. We know that. Like, a lot of women are getting charges pressed. It's becoming a thing. If they can't hit us, we simply cannot hit them back. There's a lot. I mean, I personally know. I know a nurse who got in trouble. She, whatever happened, and even though she was intoxicated, he did not hit her. She hit him, and he did not want to, just like Darwin mentioned, he did not want to pursue anything. There was other people around. There was an object involved. She kind of lost options. And having, like, when y'all mentioned degrees, it's going to make you think, like, I don't like that process of having to report to the board of nursing. You're supposed to be a nurse. Why are you hitting people with bottles? You don't want to explain that. And then, even if you don't lose your license, you can get put on, you have to go to these seminars or therapy, and you have to do these certificates, and you have to be on probation counseling for 6 months, and you have to report it to your job, and then your job has to check it. It's a mess. I don't want to, I'm not doing all that. I don't want to do all that. So again, that like DJ said, to DJ's point, it's self-restraint, because who wants to do all that? The older we get, most of us have more to lose. And even, it doesn't matter if you're 20 or 40, you still have a lot to lose. There's a lot involved when it comes to domestic violence. Impulse control is real. I see it all the time on the professional end, and then on the other end as a nurse who takes care of people who don't have impulse control. Doesn't always end in death, no, but some things you can't undo, and some decisions that are made on impulse are some of the worst decisions people make.
Yeah, I do realize we different from y'all, right?
Absolutely. From what I see,
Kim, you gave a very good example, because I got a homie in the Navy that's going through this right now. Only a woman would get a man fired from his job, then ask where her child support money at. That doesn't make much sense, does it? We think very different from y'all. Hold on. If we're going to split, right, a man has to think of situations way beyond himself and his feelings in the moment. So, I know, Di, you said just leave and do things. It's like, no, I can't take away. I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy. Take away their ability to feed themselves. That's like treacherous. That's demonic.
Sugar Mike.
Right?
That's some bullshit. I'll do that to my worst enemy.
They can get another job. You act like them.
But hold on. No, they can't, because remember, we're talking about something that could be a misdemeanor or a felony.
Correct. Yes.
So, like, what are you like? This is why Trev was like, no, wait. We're talking about serious circumstances, and really, when you look at it, the reporting of this, they usually want a police report, right?
Correct.
So it's just like, now you have to explain. Jobs are not planned. This is why at-will employment exists. Rather than litigate a case why they should keep you, they're just going to let you go. So, go ahead.
I was about to say, as a matter of fact, just think of your own personal life, right? Have you ever seen a DV case where it's gone the distance, where the woman was adamant, like, nope, I am filing charges against this man? Have you ever seen that go the distance?
Honestly, no.
All right, I can tell you
2 instances where it's happened to women.
Okay.
And this is my honest, like, what I've seen.
And you probably noticed this. If you've seen it happen to,
And most of the time, the women don't do it to the men because they be hitting back. Like they don't be wanting it because
No,
they be feeling guilty for
not
hitting
not
back.
like the fight. I'm talking about the person actually calling the police and getting the person in trouble. Have you ever seen it play full out where the woman was adamant on him going to jail and pressing charges against him and everything? Have you ever seen it play out in full?
I've seen two with it happening to the woman and one it happening to the guy. Yes, I did see one when it happened to the guy and he didn't even hit her. That's the crazy
Now,
part. He even hit her. He just kicked down the door.
now, for that guy, did he go to court and all of that? And,
Yes.
And he got charged with a felony and all of that?
Yes.
What happened to him? How is his life in the aftermath of that?
He just graduated from barber school.
Well, he had to go try to become a barber because he had to find a way to make income without.
He already had a talent in it though. He was already doing it before. You feel me? This actually kind of pushed him to kind of go to barber school.
But what I'm saying is,
like make it like actually make an actual degree out of it instead of just doing it in his basement.
Yeah, there's a lot of if you understand, there's a lot of fellas that wind up becoming barbers because that's one of the few things you can do with your hands and make money on your own. But the reason why he had to resort to that is because probably in that moment with a DV conviction on your paperwork, you don't get hired by nobody.
I did notice that. His ability to get hired, it was thinned out.
So to
and I'm gonna be honest, for the women, it seems like they have a better chances of getting a job with it on their record than a man.
Aggravated assault on a random person.
To be honest, because it seemed like the women, they were able to get back into the works of it, whereas the man, it wasn't as easy for him.
Nobody.
And you got to understand that there's people who invest in a career, right? I might have put $150,000 into my schooling, right? Maybe I was a dentist or whatever. That's all I know. I've studied that forever, right? And now all that investment is gone. I still got student loans, and I'm screwed because now I can't work in my own field.
So, Trev, I have a question. This is what it sounds like to me. When it comes down to that, the women that are hitting the men, do you think they have that much to lose? These women that's out here with these problems, do you think they have that much to lose?
Yes.
Because I feel like the women that's out here doing this, they don't have that much to lose.
Yes, because what they're doing is, this is why I put it in very strategic words, the ability to feed yourself. Like that's why I made that little joke. Like, why would you get somebody get somebody fired from their job, then ask for child support? You said it makes no sense. So if the situation starts to become toxic and it looks like somebody might leave.
But you tried to put that on her too. How did he get her fired? He probably got himself fired for putting his hands on her and not having restraint. You can't put that on her for protecting herself. And then
I'm talking
at that
about
point, it's up to him to figure out. Now it's harder on you to figure out how to do your child because you decided to put your hands on.
I thought we were talking specifically about a case where somebody reports the other person. Like
if I put my hands, you can't blame that on the person. You can't blame the person reporting for the other person's mistake. You can't do that.
No. I'm not talking in that. Yeah. You're right. In that
I'm
regard.
trying to say, you can't.
What I'm saying is, like, remember we were talking about the dual thing, dual accountability thing. That's the situation, the context that I'm using. Both wrong. Both did something wrong. Now you want to get back. Tell on him.
Oh, like she hit him and then he hit her back, and then now she's trying to send him to jail.
Now she's gonna roll over the earth trying to hurt him. But this is the point I want to make, and I got to go to bed. Damn, y'all got me up late as
no, because what you said didn't make sense at first.
No, let me just say this because I've been saying it for 2 years now. That this stuff was coming, but I don't know if y'all noticed since Trump got elected, he not even waiting for inauguration, bro. Like, we want women are about to get policed, so we want y'all to police yourselves. And this is real. This is not hyperbole. This isn't fear mongering. It's now. Did y'all hear that it's now illegal to go through your husband's phone?
Yeah, it's been like that for a little bit. Yep.
But like, you see, like the states that are putting it on, all of this type of legislation, they're pulling back all the DEI. Today they pulled back women being on boards. Like, they are going to, because they can't regulate your behavior willingly, they're going to regulate it through the law. I've seen this coming